boys in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
So this shelter is only for boys?
Yeah, this shelter is only for boys who are orphans, single parental, broken family, and abused natures. Now, all the boys here, they must come from poor families. We don't cater for middle class single mothers or middle class broken families. We don't cater for them. We only cater for poor single mothers, poor broken families, because this is an orphanage home. They don't pay when they come in, they don't pay a single cent.
They come here to search for you guys.
Okay. Usually what happens here is, okay, we are a registered home. We are registered with ROS, income tax, kebajikan, all the related welfare bodies. So what happens here is we will come into all the directories, government directories, NGO directories, even kebajikan will give us a call saying that, okay, these kids, they need help and need a shelter. Sometimes the mothers walk in, other NGOs, and we also have school headmasters that walk in before, bring kids saying that the kid needs a shelter.
So they are all from Singapore?
No, they are from all over Peninsular Malaysia. We have kids from up to Penang, Butterworth, up to Johor Bahru, Pahang, Seremban, Melaka, name it. We are not aligned to a particular religion. We have multi-religious boys. We have Hindus, we have Christians, we have Buddhists. We have no Muslim kids here because government don't allow that directly.
So Agatian is the founder?
No, Agatian is actually a name, was named by our first president.
Okay, what does it mean?
Okay, it's a Latin word. It's a Latin word. The root word is agata. In Latin, agata means young spark. A youngster, like a young spark, like a small kid is waking up, something like that. So that's what agata means. So the boys who come from Agata, we'll call them Agatians. So that's how Agatians came in place.
So how is the shelter actually formed?
Okay, we formed the shelter about 9.5 years ago in December 2003. The history of Agatian shelter is, there was another home in PJ, went through lots of problems. There was a lot of misappropriation done until police have to come and close down the home. When that happened to the previous home, the volunteers and donors of the previous home set up this new home to make sure the kids don't end up in street.
Okay.
So this is actually a transition plan to make sure the kids not go back to the street. The donors and volunteers feel the kids, they have some attachment, it shouldn't go to the drain, so they just started the home. Initially it was for that home, for 13 kids. Now the numbers have grown to 42. We have about 41, 42 kids.
So the age is within?
The youngest is 3+, the kindies. We have about 4 kindies. And the eldest is about 20 years old. Yeah, he's doing his diploma in accounting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing his diploma in accounting. What we usually do is, as long as the child is studying, is educated, he can study. We will make sure he stays in the home full-time capacity, and we will sponsor all his education.
So he's studying the diploma in accounting, right?
Yes.
So who pays for him?
Agatian shelter, the home, we will do a fundraising. We will do a fundraising, and then we'll pay for his, not only his college fees, his food, his traveling, his personal expenses. We pay for everything. Besides these college-going boys, other boys who live in the home, you see, we provide accommodation which is reasonably okay. Okay, the place is reasonably okay. We serve them a reasonably good meal. We have 4 meals a day. We give them 4 meals a day, and then we provide clothes. School is compulsory, and then we also give them tuitions. We also involve them in the other activities like music class, taekwondo, recreational, seminar, motivation. We send the boys to everything, and 100% is borne by the home. We pay for it.
So when the new kids come, do you have difficulties to comfort them or something, like they cry?
A lot of difficulties. It's not the crying part. It's not the crying part we are in difficult with.
They are lost.
Not only lost. The problem is we have to learn that. You see, you're a new person. You come in here. Okay, you come in for an hour. That's not a problem. You're gonna stay with us, we don't know about you, so we have to know you in order to help you. It'll take minimum 3 months, some boys 6 to 8 months. So that happens here. That happens. So it's our task is to know the boy, and the boy's task is to believe us. It's not easy. Why the boy should believe us? I'm not his father, he's not uncle, we are not related to him in any ways. And how can we gain his trust? It's a very difficult situation.
But do they ask like something about their parents?
Sometimes they do.
They do.
It's not they don't do. Usually when this happens, you see, we also have 30% of our children come from single parental background. See, they are the best group because the mothers will come and visit the kid at least once a month. So the moment the mother comes and visit, we're talking about the orphans and the broken family and abused one, they will look at the mother, they get attracted to you. This guy got a mother, and he will start to shut down. Psychologically, actually, he shut down. Especially the one below 10, like 8 years old, they do come to a caretaker and they ask, did my mother call? Did she say she's coming? Anything. And again, as usual, we will lie. We said, yes, your mother called. She said she's very busy, she'll come in 2 months.
So they have a schedule every day for
Every day is
class.
packed. The schedule is packed.
From
Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday is actually school itself have taken half of their days.
Do they go to school outside or?
No, they go to school outside here.
Oh, okay.
They go to normal school, Kebangsaan, Menengah and all that. So it's 7:30 till about 1 something, you'll be back. Take shower, lunch at 2, because that's fastest ever you can eat. Then 2 to about 4:30, he will have to finish his homework. Currently we have about 4 of them who are stationed here to guide them on homework, studies, to teach them. Then 6:30 they have to start to take shower. 7 to 7:30 dinner starts. By 8 o'clock kitchen closes.
so they have a time for sleeping like
Everything. 10 o'clock lights off.
So what time do
9:45.
they have to wake up the next
Morning 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday they wake up about 7:30.
So like Sunday they usually have the other activities.
Yes, again
like
Sunday
music.
morning 10 to 11 o'clock they have English class.
How many visitors are like every week?
During festival, the weekends probably will be quite crowded. Probably one weekend 20 visitors.
Some kids, their parents bring them back like during weekend.
No, throughout the year 365 days they're staying here. Only if a family has an emergency or something happens to the mother, we allow them to go to the hospital. Because we only take boys where no one can take. Okay, if the boy can go to the uncle's house, if the boy could have gone to the auntie's house, we'll advise them, why not you keep it? Because he's related to you, you know. We are a third party, we are a guardian. Definitely suggest the kid should be in a family. The kid don't come here, he goes to the street. The kid don't come here, he goes to the street. The kid don't come here, he goes to the street.
How much do you need every month for expenses?
Interesting question, and it's a very expensive question. Every month it costs us about Malaysian 20,000 ringgit just for the operation costs. We have rental, we have food. Food have taken most of our expenses. We have tuition fees, because some tuitions are free, volunteers, but some tuitions we are paying. It's not everything is free. Then the transport, the medical, the school, we have to buy school books, we have to pay school fees, uniforms, a lot of things.
So since the Agate shelter grew until now, what's the biggest problem that you're facing?
You see, there's many biggest problems. I cannot tell one because in a different angle. Like for the community members, our biggest problem is funds. Okay, for the operation of the home, that means the staffs, the volunteers and all that, the biggest problem is to motivate the kids to excel in education. Because trust me, a lot of children here come from very slum background, very backward background, so the mindset have just tuned to a different level. For you to tune them back into a normal educational, normal kid, it takes a long while, a lot of pressure. Okay, the home as a legal body, biggest problem is authorities. Authorities have a long list of checklists for every year. We have to send all the documents and we still don't get funds. For the school and for us, the school teachers will tell, how come your boys are not finishing homeworks? and we tell them, you see, the boys are not finishing homeworks because only now they're coming to school. They come towards the age of 11. That's the first time we're sending them to school. And 11 years old, you don't know ABCD. How can you do your homework? It doesn't make sense, you know. So we told the teacher earlier, he cannot do homework. Please just excuse him. We're trying to catch up, or we're trying to recap the whole thing from standard 1. But from the teacher, they say, your student don't do the work, other children's going to get spoiled. Everything is because in a different angles.
Is there any adoption?
Okay, usually we don't adopt. We have to go for a few interviews. But the problem, what I heard from a lot of people who try to adopt, is the process is so tedious, lots of restriction, a lot of rules. So people getting so angry and halfway through they're just giving it up.
So there's very less adoption.
Very less. If adoption process can be it's faster and with less, what I would say, bureaucracy. They have to cut down the bureaucracy. If they can cut down, I can assure you, you don't need a home like us.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark.